Okay, check 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, so finally time. Oh my god, it's time. Holy crap. Oh my freaking lord. I'm waiting for like months for this thing. Oh, it's like one of the first things I started streaming back when I was starting out, so. Still got some set up here. Okay, there we go. Alright. Alright. Let us go. Alright, hey everyone. How's it going? Once again, it is Kenzie Mako here, your fastest fanboy in a 5-mile radius. And oh my god, I am so hyped for this right now. This is insane. I've been waiting for years for this. I think most car nuts back in the day have been waiting for this game. So, I was playing the demo earlier, but unfortunately with the demo, there were some issues when it came to like transferring over to the main console, to the main game. Biggest problem was, of course, the fact that for some reason or another, they love to set it up where for some reason there was an issue with the battle points not transferring over. So basically I had to go through everything to get back to the stages I needed to get to for my motor, for my skills and all that. So y'all don't know about this. Is a classic. It is Tokyo Xtreme Racer. I've been playing this series since ever since I was a kid, like when I was 12. Me and one of my buddies. Funny story about this game. Me and one of my buddies. Hold up, give me a quick sec. Okay, back. So yeah, me and one of my buddies when I was a kid, we used to play this like all the time. His older brother had this game, and with that, we basically were. All right, so yeah, I already went through a lot of this stuff already. So, but yeah, let's go for it. Okay, so yeah, me and my buddy we used to play this game all the time. This is one of the first games I ever like completely 100%ed. It holds a very special place in my heart because of that. Very few games have ever like got me. This is like the original game that would get everyone into JDM stuff. Like, yeah, I don't care who you are. This was like the game that everyone played back in the day to start playing like JDM stuff, and it is a classic, and it will always be a classic. And the fact that it came back is so fucking great. Oh, by the way, to whoever's watching the stream, how's the audio sound? Can you hear me? Can you hear the game? Yeah, the game sound is pretty low right now, so for some reason whenever I like to jump out to the other window, it doesn't seem to hold its own. Okay. Alright. So yeah, we're starting off with the 8.6. And it looks kind of like crap right now because it's not set up properly. I think I'm going to call this boy Goro because got that dog in him. You know? Yeah, we're calling him Goro. Yeah. Just like the dog general himself. He's his dog general. Alright, let's rock. So how's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's doing pretty good. Had a pretty mild day today. finally got a project I've been working on done. Basically was building a full body for one of my RC cars. Man, this thing is quiet. It's shocking how quiet this car is. I need an exhaust in this damn thing. Oh my god. I don't know if anyone can hear that exhaust or anything. I'm seeing the levels are there, but... Alright, beat your butt. So, later, Tater. Yeah, but, like, me and my friend, when we used to play this game all the time, it was, this is like Grand Theft Auto Vice City were the two we always played. And with this one, there was always, like, not really a trade-off in terms of controllers. It was more or less a trade-off in terms of, you know, what cars we would use. In Tokyo Xtreme Racer Zero, there was, like, an option where you could actually buy an Evo 3 right in the beginning of the game. And my friend named his car Senor Pescado. Just interesting. Stands for Mr. Fish, apparently, in Spanish. He was a wild dude. He was a cool guy. Used to skateboard a lot. Real nice guy. He's doing pretty good right now, so that's awesome to hear. Alright, so... Apparently now in the game you can actually do engine swaps if you get past a certain amount of miles. So I'm going to try to basically see how long I can drive this car for. And hopefully we can finally get some actually good, here we go, rolling guys, the boys. The rolling gays. I mean, guys. Oh. How's it going, Funny Lariat? Just shifted there. Yeah, like, I remember there was, like, something, if you're talking about the lighting, if you're talking about the original Zero, there were, like, things I remember from that game. I don't know if it's just my childhood, me remembering it or not, but you would actually have, like, taillight trailing, which I never saw before in a game. And I feel like after that game came out, I was just kind of spoiled, and I feel like everything else that came after it was just nowhere near as good as these series, except for, like, maybe Long Gone Midnight or, like, the Drift series. Like, this, Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition, and, like, Need for Speed Pro Street, those are, like, that's my holy trinity of games from when I was a child. Racing games when I was a child. I am a sucker for customization. I will literally spend hours just building a car in games. In some games, there's a sandbox mode for it. Same thing with, like, making custom characters and stuff like that. I will spend way too much time doing it. So, all right, what we got here? What we got? Right now, rolling guy. That's one of those challengers team, which is like, ooh, MB. NB for the MB. Peaceful Challenger. Okay, I swear, if you sideswipe me when I'm going around, I'm going to say that's a pretty ironic system. Oh, yeah. The fact that this game has Slipstream is so freaking cool, too. That was another thing I think I remember, like, Midnight Club 2, there was Slipstream in that game. Which kind of blew me away. It was just nuts. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was, like, always, like, a kind of aesthetic thing that was happening in arcade stage. And we used to have an arcade stage machine back in my back at my mall that I used to go to when I was a kid. Fortunately, it got destroyed because all the kids who were playing on it just loved to beat on it. And as soon as they ran out of cards, they would never get any more cards in. They were pretty much, apparently they were actually selling drugs out of it, so that was fun. Yeah, but that was like my first okay, actually, no, there was something really cool. Like, I used to go down to the boardwalk a lot of the times, and this is like, you know, in my area of, you know, Neon City and shit. There was a boardwalk, really beautiful boardwalk. When I was young cyborg, it was pretty much for about a year, arcade stage was on every single pier. Like, on every single pier at every single arcade, they had arcade stage. And I was just, it was like heaven for, like, a period of about, like, a year or two. And I will forever, like, and I will forever be mad about it, mad about how they replaced all that stuff with, what was the game? Blanking out. Oh yeah, the Fast and the Furious games, which had like these, like they had the most ugliest customizations I've ever seen. It's like they also have a Viper V10 poking through the hood for some freaking reason, you know. And you basically got rid of this like amazing game for just crap. But hey, you know, I can see exactly why they would do it, because those machines apparently have a lot of maintenance that needs to be done on them. So, but yeah, arcade stage and Wanga Midnight was my shit too. Actually, this is kind of the first. This is how I found out about Wanga Midnight, was through this game. I think a lot of people were kind of the same way too. I mean, that final boss you face, number 400 in the original game, had probably the most edgiest sticker of all time, where it was like a pentagram and all that crap. Little goth heavy metal me would love that. And yeah, and that's one of the moments that kind of made everyone love 240Zs. Oh yeah, round one. No, round one's awesome. God, yeah. There's one in there's one like right down about an hour from me, and I've been there once or twice, but for the most part, the machines there were always kind of getting, you know, if for some reason they didn't allow the cards, maybe I wasn't looking right. I was just kind of there to kill some time at the point at that time. But like, I was shocked to see it basically being like a JDM Dave and Buster's, like super freaking cool. Right, come on, grow. I love the rolling. I love a lot of the teams in this game just are still around, like from the previous game. Like, it's so many throwbacks to the original game. It's nuts. Like, you have first the Rolling Guys, and then there's like 3 spin-off teams based off of them. And on top of that, there's also like you know, the original 13 Devils. They're all in the game still. I'm not sure if the Zodiac's in there, because the Zodiac, they were like the next team you had to face the second stage of the game. So yeah, but I remember seeing what was, I think, unfortunately the place closed down a couple of about a year ago, but Sega's arcade they used to have, they had these arcade stage machines with a legitimate like RX-7 replica and a 88.6 replica, just sitting there ready for everyone to, you know, basically those were the controllers for the game. Those were the cabinets, not controllers. But yeah, it was super freaking cool. Sadly, that place shut down about a couple of months ago, I think. Like, it was really recently. That's a shame, but you know, ain't that just the way? I'm getting close to being all the Rolling Guys right now, so I've got a decent amount of battle points for me to get maybe at least a suspension upgrade. So one of the things I'm not really a big fan of in this game right now is the progression system. Because I don't know if this was in any of the previous ones, but it wasn't in Drift 2 or 0. There was a progression system. There wasn't a progression system in them, but in this one, there is like a progression system where you have to like use these battle points that you get to get the cars you want and get the parts you want. Like, you couldn't just go full blown, you know, whole hog and max out whatever car you have right from the get go. Basically, had to like give it a few. Not give it a few. You basically have to like build up those points, and then you have to buy what those points are, buy those cars and those parts. So that's a little frustrating, but Honestly, kind of makes it's what Forza Motorsport should have done with their level up system, which they never even did. And the one thing that's cool about this game is, I think the problem with Forza doing that level up system, where you had to basically stick with one car, was the fact that it felt to me like you're changing the entire metrics of the game around, and it just made the game from a giant collectathon to an absolute slog. So. Alright, come on, buddy. Oh, damn it! I mean, there was always something about like this area specifically where you could basically slam the other guy into the little splitters. So, like, coming up right here, you'll see it right there. Yeah, so there's like these little splitters here in the road on the underside of the Conjo. And this is the only place where you could actually beat, like, Speed King and any of the boss guys, because you would basically just have to, like, shove them into the side, crashing them into the wall. Alright, so if I think so correctly, I think there's going to be a cutscene here. Alright. Finishing the battle and taking a breather at the parking area, two 886s entered together. Two men stepped out of their machine and started speaking to you. Hey, you're the street racer that we battled earlier, right? We're Rolling Guy. And as you can see, we're like a team of 86 drivers. We've been around on the Shita Expressway for a long time, so we made a bit of a name for ourselves. It's not just a name. By now we should have the skills to back it up. We thought we were done being stepping stones for new street racers, but here we are. Damn. Listen to a rookie like this? Boss, you went through the trouble of perfecting your car. You've still been tweaking it all over and over again, right? Maybe you should have just left it as is. What are you saying, man? You're still a rookie yourself. Jeez, acting all tussle all of a sudden. Listen, if you want to keep running on the Shita Expressway, throw away any sweet ideas about leaving things as they are. Even if you think you've reached the top at some point, you grow complacent. You'll be falling before you know it. That's the rise and fall of things. No. Rolling Guy has never reached the top. We've always been on the whip to say. Shut up! I said it was a metaphor, didn't I? Sorry, I got sidetracked. That Shinagawa was rookie. I wanted to talk to you, so I called you out. You got some skills. We may have shown a pitiful display, but 886 driver I respect most wants to battle you. Rolling Bastard. It was like the original Rolling Guy #1. The title given to the leader of Team Rolling Guy. So this is like the OG guy. I'm trying to expand the chat here so we can actually see what the heck everyone's saying. Okay, there we go. Alright. Pulse of new soul. It resonates in response to the old souls. Successors who welcome challengers. And the challengers who inherit their will. New and old souls meet, clash. Eventually blend into a rhythm. I don't even know what the hell any of this means. Okay, so a new legend, quote unquote, is woven. That kind of sounds condescending the way it sounds like they quoted me, with like the quotes. Like, legend, quote unquote. Okay, you're gonna Dr. Evil that. I see how it is. Nice. Alright, back to the garage. Alright, let's see what stupid crap I can buy. Oh no, the manufacturer and part bonus thing in 4 was so damn good. Oh my god. I mean, really, the only reason I'm going to be still playing Forza is because they finally announced that Horizon 6 is in Japan, and I've got a feeling they're going to mess that up too. Oh, chat, I just realized something. Chat box is on my face. There we go. Now it's not on my face. Yeah, except for there's going to be a lot of scuff. Yeah, but like this perk system here, it's cool for the skills because you can basically keep building the skills up. But for parts and stuff, I was just like, this kind of makes no sense. It's like, yeah, so it's 8. I'm trying to figure out stuff. 16, 24. Alright. Alright. So I think it's level 2 is when you get the actual, like, ride height. Alright. Alright, so let's see, Alright, that's pretty much all I can do right now with the perks. Yeah, but the perk system is good for this stuff, because, like, the entire, like, almost skill tree thing, like, this makes it much more, like, JRPG style, and I love that. Like, I don't know, never been a big fan of just, like, regular racing games, where it's just about, normal racing. This one always felt to me so freaking cool. Somebody was actually talking about this saying it was actually one of the best fighting games of all time. Which it kind of is, because you have, like, a little skill bar at the top. It's so freaking cool. Always one of my favorites. Okay, so we have that little shit. Really coping. Too much. Way too much. Nah. I got her. Oh, Cyan XP. Oh, that's the other thing about this game. This was like one of the first times I ever experienced seeing the Cyan XP. And when I finally found out that they actually came in, they actually were going to bring these over to the state. It was like that Leonardo DiCaprio meme where he's like, oh, and just like snapping his fingers and pointing at the screen. That was like me when I first saw the Cyan XP. I was like, holy shit. They actually brought it over. The thing is real. Oh my god. It's so crazy. Alright, so I do have the rolling gaze. Alright, so I'm gonna put that on the left side. Because, also, what the hell's up with the friggin', like, I always thought this logo was supposed to be like Bob Marley or something. But no. Whatever. Alright, time for me to see what parts I can throw on this bad boy. Alright, so I've got... It's only 140 horsepower, it's not going to be that much, but... Now I get the rotor caliper stuff. Damn it. And I was really hoping that... I think it's stage 2 is where you have the actual lowering happening. You can actually, like, change suspension height. I think stage 3 is when you have the offset. Alright. Yeah, got pretty much where I want it to be. Alright, so... So I think in the game, you gotta get up to like 2,000 miles for you to actually be able to do an engine swap. Which is pretty cool, because it kind of makes it believable in terms of like the reasons why you would do an engine swap. Alright, so let's go the other way. This is those departures guys. The interesting thing about it, though, is like they have this... I have no idea what the hell the Lavorge is, but it's like the car that all of them drive. It's like going to a car meet where it's just a bunch of IT professionals. Still quiet as hell. Yeah, but I did beat the original developmental version. Not beat it. I got through the entire storyline. All right. Conjo, no, I didn't get the new loop open yet. I still gotta beat everyone on the team first. Oh, come on, dude! Seriously? Butthole. See, the problem with having like a really quiet engine is the fact that I can't hear the shift. I can't hear where I need to shift, and that it's weird because it's like, let me just see if the audio can be turned up for this. One setting. There we go. There we go. Now I can hear the car. Thank God. Oh, by the way, how's the audio sounding? You ain't gonna ram into me this time, buddy. I run these tunnels, bro. That'd be wrecked. Alright. I think I gotta run up a little further so I can get to the next guy. Yeah, so I know, has anybody here played Night Runners yet? Because I've been playing that in early access, and oh my god, that game is insane. It's like the vibe in that game. It's weird because now I think like the vibe in that game is like an analog horror racing game in terms of the aesthetic. But it's like this, you know, the aesthetic is like that, but it's also like it kind of gives me like Buckshot Roulette vibes too, with like the soundtrack mostly. It's a crazy game, and I do love playing it, but you know, it's a very long passion project being done by one guy, which oh yeah, but here we go. These are those weird yeah, there's that weird team where everyone's driving STIs. I feel like it's like a team of nothing but IT professionals. No offense if you're an IT professional, I'm just stating that. So, yeah. Also, like, the PC players in this game were always just... Yeah, the NPC players were always so freaking... the AI was really kind of mid in this game. You could easily beat them by taking a fast car and just taking it onto the concho loop. Because they wouldn't know how to hell to brake. The other thing with this game is the steering was always like super floaty. Yeah, this is one of those things I was talking about, the Lavorg. Like what the hell even is this? And it's grovel spelled backwards. I just realized that. Yeah, that's what you get for running me into the wall, pal. Not so upbeat now, buddy. And he's down. Alright, so it looks like we have, Alright. Yeah, but like, the cool thing about Night Runners is, like, just the aesthetic, and it feels much more, like, intense in terms of the game. Like, the only other games I can say that had that kind of same, like, attitude and aesthetics, like Midnight Club 2, Need for Speed Carbon. I think those were, like, the two games where it kind of has that same vibe. Where it's just, like, dark and dangerous feeling. And, oh, yeah. I do eventually plan on streaming Midnight Club 2, if you guys want to see me crash out like a motherfucker. Because that game will make me crash out. That game turns me into the crash out king, I swear. I think that's the reason why my parents told me I can't play video. You know, my parents were very strict with gaming when I was a kid. I feel like one of the reasons why was because they basically just saw me playing that game, getting extremely frustrated, you know, almost breaking my controller multiple times. And they were just like, "Yeah, we can't have him play it anymore." If he's gonna act like this, you know, yeah, we're gonna stop playing these games. But like any other game, I would be perfectly okay with it. But that game was a nightmare. Oh my god, Sabo just alone was a freaking demon. Also, the soundtrack was probably the heaviest soundtrack I've ever heard in a racing game. Like, it was all, like, just cool-ass, like, acid techno hardstyle, French house, kind of like obscure hip-hop. And Midnight Club 2 was dope. As the other, okay, I remember what the other game was. It was Midnight Club Los Angeles. Kind of had that same like dark vibe to it. Not 3, not Dub Edition, but Los Angeles. I think a lot of times it has to do with like the menus, because the sound, the music in all 3 of those games is like opening menus were just like really menacing sounding. So I don't know, just a thought. He's the last guy from this team, I believe. Guys, is that Charlie Brown painted? Yeah, that thing's just painted like Charlie Brown. That's a choice. Okay, buddy, block me through silly ass box. That car definitely probably gives me a really good slipstream because it's just a giant toaster on wheels. And he's done for. Alright. And there he goes. He's out of it. I think that was the last one. Nope, yeah, it was. It was the last one. Yep, finally. Take this guy on, then move on to the other teams. What, seriously, game? You are not. Nope, 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 nope. I probably should have spent more points on the engine parts. Oh well. I can get him in the turns. Oh, no, no, like, this is, like, the way I will always want to build one. Alright, here we go, more dialogue. At the parking area, your recent battle opponent steps out of the machine and speaks to you. He's still young with serious, intelligent demeanor. Thank you for earlier. I'm glad to have met someone as skilled as you. I'm Downhill Challenger, leader of the Challengers. We usually race in the mountains near home, but decided to take on the Shuto Expressway to test our skills. You could say this is probably like a short expedition. Talking about Downhill Challenger, a car with flashy customization appeared. A young man with an otherworldly presence stepped out. Not only was his car customized, but he seemed particular about his own appearance, flaunting branded items. Oh boy, it's a hype beast. Hey, at the bottom of an interruption, a match between the leader of a gutsy team that came all the way from Akane to the Shuto Expressway and a much talked about rookie. Thrilling to watch. I'm Roulette Guy #1. I lead a team called Roulette Guy. Roulette Guy? By any chance, you know that 88.6 team rolling guy? Not exactly, but yeah, when it comes to the love for the 86, I don't think I listed the older guys either. You over there? Your shooting guy was rookie, right? You have racers, let's get along with each other. But, on the Shuto Expressway, there's another outstanding star beside you. You haven't heard them yet? Probably meet them soon. So you both have that same sparkle. Sparkle. Geniuses are drawn to each other, you know. I can always use adapters. Alright, I'm not gonna read this anymore. It's silly ass dialogue. I'm just gonna skip it. Yeah, that name sounds kind of weird. Swallow. Yeah, that's kind of a sussy name. Swallow. I mean, I got the BBS RSs, which, you know, they're always classics. Alright, see what rims are. Yeah, everything that's good about this game. It's actually got a good selection of wheels. Alright, let's go to the obvious choice. The GOAT. I still think these wheels are definitely goated. There's never going to be a better set of wheels than Meister S1s, in my opinion. All gold. That's hot. Alright. Yeah. This thing's going to look good when I can finally adjust the... Well, I can also just do a brake swap, too, like a hub swap. That shouldn't be too hard, I think. I got maybe like a Supra, Mark II, Mark III Supra might be able to get swapped on there. They could just re-drill the wheels. I don't know. Just an idea. Alright, let's go to the Pikes, get some more stuff. So I'm pretty much going to spend everything on tuning right now. Alright. Nope, still can't unlock that. Alright. Yeah, it's like 1 point off. It sucks. Alright. Okay, so hopefully this will actually allow me to... Yes, this is right. This is the one I want. Yes! Okay, now we can actually have it looking decent. Finally, now we can actually make it look good. Right. Right. This I love. The fact that there's actually offset you can do now in this game. I feel like that was like one of the things that a lot of games up until just recently have like had a hard time doing, is actually doing proper what do you call it? The proper offset in games. The only game where I could see the latest like a universal thing is like BeamNG. What the hell is... Oh, this is the caliber stuff, okay. It's gonna be like $400,000 for me to do brakes. So. Alright. Okay, I actually want to check that one car out. The Challengers. I swear to God, this car looked like Charlie Brown. That thing's just Charlie Brown. It's turbocharged and still only making like 190 horsepower. That's... Yeah. That's the other thing I love about this game is like all the characters. They're all like characters. Just so freaking cool. Like no other racing game I can think of actually does, with the exception of like Need for Speed. And even though they do it so cringily, it's like, why even bother? But no, there are games that have like characters and stuff in it, but racing game with like this level of like detail for like hundreds of characters is so insane. Like operator, all these guys are just basically like normies. Yeah. Also, this is something I think they started doing recently, where they actually like added in the avatars. So, all right, keep going. These guys are weird. Yes, it actually has the team. You got to beat the full team for you to actually get the team description. So, okay. What? No, having the rolls on that gives me more money. Okay, so we got a couple new ramps. All right. Oh, good. He's pretty close by. But I'm gonna have to basically like go all the way around again for me to hit the other guy. I think. Oh no. It's the last guy for the boss. So yeah, we'll get this guy and then we'll take on their boss. Like a team like modern Subarus, which are just fat, slow. I think they actually did they put the new one in? The brand new 2022 one? I'll have to think about that. I'm gonna see how far we can get it just with the 8.6 by itself. And then from there, just keep going. Yeah, so if I was like a dad and I had kids, if I was a parent and had kids, I would probably get one of those. Oh, there he goes. He's done. He was swerving, driving like he was drunk. I'm the one here drinking a beer. And boss battle time. Alright, happy chappy. Let's see what you got, punk. That's a ridiculous, goofy odd name. Buddy, try it. Try me. Just try me, man. That's right. Damn wall. Oh yeah, that new feature where it actually can, like, basically your engine just kind of gets used up. You actually have, like, oil temperature, water temperature. I love that feature. Makes racing a lot more strategic. For an arcade racer, that's really cool. Alright, got him. Beams down. Alright, another cutscene. Break at the parking area with some well-lit man. Ugh. Because he's a handsome dude.
You are an unfamiliar face. I suppose you just started racing recently. I'd rather you didn't casually call yourself a street racer.
First glance he seems polite, but his words subtly mock you. Smug aura mocks me.
Who am I, you ask? Judging by that reaction, you really don't know. You're brief.
It's Derek Zoolander, everybody.
Calling yourself a street racer without knowing the Kurosaki brothers from Phantom 9. That's what we call a poser, isn't it? Seems standards have dropped drastically during the 4 years I've been away.
Crimson Boy, that's apparently the name of this guy. This guy's a pretentious dick. I'm gonna beat the crap out of him. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm gonna smack you right across the face, pal. Give you a nice old smack to the face with a Monster Zero. You know, that's my people's way of saying, you know, you're gonna get dominated. Alright, boys. Let's see what we got. Okay, another cutscene. You know, we're running ahead of them. Yada, yada, yada. If you guys want me to just skip the cutscenes, let me know. I'm just skipping them because I've already played through this stuff. To be honest, there's only like a few characters in this game where I'm like, I actually give a shit about. Oh wait, no, we're not running the course yet. Perk time. Perks. perks, you jerks. Alright, there's that. Can't afford that now. Can't afford these, though. Alright. Tuning. Alright. Drop the weight down a bit. That's crazy light. Like, I keep on forgetting how crazy light these cars. 939 kilograms. Insane. Oh, now we can actually do the stretchy boys. Which is, like, ridiculous. You want to see how ugly I can make this car look? I can make it look hideous. Oh, God, yes. Alright, look at this thing go. God, you know how many purists I would piss off with this thing? It's so freaking ugly. God, it's like... Yo, I'm okay with, like, being, like, camber heavy, but there's a point where I'm like, yeah, let's not do that. Also, the fact that the rears can be cambered is kind of ridiculous, because it's a solid axle on these, so it makes no sense. We're going to still have low stretch, but I don't have too much stretch. And now we're talking. Alright. So, I only got 245k, so... I think I probably could... No. We're slapping a big-ass wing on this thing. Meantime. There we go. I don't have anything else I really want to spend money on, so... Alright. Let's get back on that road. Alright. Softy boys. Okay, so now I think we're just dealing with the bosses now, at this point. The Rolling Master first, then we gotta do these on the other side. Okay, so we'll do Rolling Master first, and I'll go through like a little bit of a gauntlet here, knocking out everyone. So I can get a little more extra battle points, and then hit up Eternal Polaris, and then we do Crimson Boy. Yeah. Excuse me for a second. Alright, we're back. Oh, frick! Oh, frick, that's not good. I just spilled a beer. Yep, that thing just foamed up like crazy. Smooth move. Buddy. I'll be right back. Dang it. You moron. And all over my freaking playmat, too. Got limited edition thing. Shoot. Oh well. It do be like that. Not expecting it to decide to foam up like that. Jeez, that thing foamed up like crazy. Alright, back at it. Usually I'm not a big fan of big wings on 8.6s, but it actually goes pretty hard. Okay. Oof. I love this. I think we were talking about this. I love the 33 so much. So many people simp over the 34, but I'm like, nah, man, the 33 is really where it's at. It's where the lines are perfected. It's the 32, which is just a little bit better. Come on, you ain't got nothing. Most unrealistic thing is about this is 140 horsepower 8.6 being able to beat a GTR. Yeah, she's gone. Alright, got it taken out. I don't know from earlier that the driver who stepped out of the skyline was a young girl. She said nothing. She opened her mouth several times only to stop herself. Saber seemed confused or perhaps fearful of something. After repeating this a few times, she lowered her gaze quietly and left without saying a single word. I think that's Gondere, I believe. The terminology we use for that shit. But this girl's got like a lot of fan art. Like I went on like Don Boru and I found out that, and see, a lot of it is safer work, which is good. But yeah, there's a lot of art of her on Don Boru. So cute art too. She looks, you know, I think she's freaking adorable, but I feel like she's probably too young for anyone to do anything weird with it. So let's protect boys. We protecting her. We protecting her. Oh, that's right, because we got to do. All right, it's only 6 battle points, so it's not gonna give me anything. All right, so since we're gonna be just beating that, we're gonna be taking out bosses. Do Rolling Master first. So another thing I found out about. Okay. Wait, no. Oh, that's why it's still in front of me. Duh. I was still in chat. I was still in bat mode. Okay. We're back at it. Alright, so I think this is the like original leader of Rolling Guy. Another thing about the game is like Zero used to have like these really cool boss cars that were like fully built and stuff. Like we're talking, they were practically just race cars with you couldn't do anything to the like the bodies and stuff, but now it's like they're just cars with graphics on them. I'm just kind of like, that's really mid. Like you can't modify this guy's car and get it faster. Okay, I am not looking forward to the. There's one driver I'm so not looking forward to in this game right now. Oh god. I don't know if we'll get to her today, but she is a nightmare. Alright, you're gone. You're done. You're done for. And cutscene. Alright, so it's only 4 battle points. Stinks. Finishing the battle and returning to the parking area, 2 AE86s appeared before you together. Then you stepped out where Street receives before Rolling Guy number 1 and another man who resembled closely Rolling Master. Yeah, Shinigami's Ricky. I didn't think it was possible that he would be Rolling Master, my older brother. Maybe we found a real monster here. I heard about him from my younger brother, Rolling Guy number 1, but the highest level of skill, it's been 4 years since we broke into the expressway gave me this kind of chill. Yeah, like 4 years. This is getting interesting. Where strong street racers are always welcome. You might just witness the birth of a new legend. New legend? Answer Rolling Master's words, you felt your soul tremble. The soul of a street racer lying dormant within you. I mean, aren't you already a street racer? How's it going, Braylon? Sorry if I missed you. But thanks for joining. Thanks for joining and chatting up in the chat. So, yeah. So, all right. We're getting a good amount of money though. So, that's the problem. It's like money's not the important currency in this game. The important currency is all those freaking battle points. Like oh, you're from Texas. Hey, how's it going? So, howdy y'all. All right. So we got 11 battle points. I should be able to at least get something skill-wise. Now we gotta beat this guy up. That's a jerk. I'm okay, I guess. So, I'm just used to this because I've been playing racing games for like practically my entire life. So, very long amount of time playing racing games. Is he all the way on the other end of the freaking? Damn it! I went the wrong way. Shoot. I am going the right way. I'm just stupid. All right. Where you at, you big doofus? Yeah, but if that's cool, man. Now, I gotta respect some rail fans, so. The hyperfixation level of, like, devotion a lot of rail fans have towards their stuff is really impressive, in my opinion. So, nothing but respect for you guys. Okay, butthole. You were making fun of me earlier. I'm gonna rip your face off. Jerk off. Or jerk butt. And he's probably gonna smoke me. Alright. This turn I should be able to get to him. Got him. Jerk off. Oh, that's nice. Alright, buddy. God. Yeah, I guarantee this guy gonna try to run me into the wall. This guy's an ass. Still not gotten past the point where you have to try that shit on me. Miss me with that shit, buddy. Your ass is gonna get wiped with a 40-year-old car, pal. Oh, you're done. You're done for, buddy. You're done for. A lot of damage. You deserve that, pal. Alright. Yeah, he's being a dick. This dude, the guy was basically acting like one of those kids in Forza who had like the Mercedes truck. Usually painted with like a giant SpongeBob or Rick and Morty theme that would just like not know how to brake in the first turn. And they would just run right into you. Anyways, dialogue. Finishing the battle, you turn to the parking area with Crimson Boy. He steps out of his machine. Seems like a completely different person compared to before. Speaking to you with a surprisingly friendly and casual tone. Yeah, especially right after you almost killed me, buddy. Shut up your butt. Well done, rookie. Oh my, no need to be so worried. I apologize for calling you a poser. Your driving shows real skill. You had the nerve to challenge me without hesitation. The Shudo Expressway has been stagnant for a while. It's starting to feel a breathe of change. Looks like you'll be bringing us excitement. Crimson Boy's demeanor seems friendly at first, but his gaze is as sharp as a hunter targeting his prey. Yeah, he's gonna try to come back after me, I guarantee it. Yeah. I mean, looks for you rail fans are nuts. Almost on like the same level as like rally fans. Like I was watching a video earlier today. Some guys running like a night race of like Monte Carlo, WRC, and they started like shooting off flares, like having fireworks basically being shot at the cars. It's getting insane, and I swear, like rally like rally racing fans who actually go out to the shows, I feel like they're just out there to fuck shit up. Like when you look at like a punk rock show and you have somebody just go out there because they wanted to fight the dude in the band. Like I know with Black Flag, there used to be this thing where lead singer Henry Rollins, he used to, there basically he was like such a tough guy, quote unquote, according to everyone. He would basically like be challenged by everyone. There were people who would just come out to the concerts and try to like fight him. And there's like footage of him always like beating their ass when they try to come up and step up to him. So interesting thing, but yeah, rally fans are nuts. And just be safe out there, you guys. Rail fans, you guys gotta be quite safe, please. So, but yeah, inescapable malice. Oh, so he's got like the little JoJo letters. No, he doesn't. He's not that good. Eventually be caught in the whirlpool of fate that swirls within this Shudo Expressway. Okay. Parking out, a man in mechanical overalls. Hey, you got some decent driving skills. Looks like you've done some work on your machine, but you're still just getting started, aren't you? I'm just a humble mechanic hanging around the Shudo Expressway. Some people call me legendary tuner. But I'm not really anything special. I see an interesting street racer at the parking area. I'd like to call out them like this. Let me tweak your machine a bit. I'll make it significantly faster. First, I'll charge you for it. If you feel like, give me a shot at the parking area. Aside, you seem to be at the center of major changes in this Shudo Expressway. Now you defeated members of Rowing Guy, one of the longest standing teams in the Shudo Expressway. Why do they keep calling it this Shudo Expressway? But you've also taken down a street racer so famous among H6 drivers that no one can mention the name, the Rolling Master. How about you defeat Crimson Boy, one of the Kurosaki brothers from Phantom 9? 4 years ago, they wreaked havoc on the Shudo Expressway. Many teams were forced to disband at the hands of Phantom 9. For that reason, Phantom 9 has earned grudges from all over. Soon you defeat Crimson Boy will no doubt make many racers change their dues. And Eternal Polaris, yep. They are still inexperienced. In fact, they've only just taken the first steps of the street race, much like you. You've met notable street races on the Shudo Expressway. Valid. What have you felt? Triggered by legendary tuner's words, you can see from Cinderella past midnight came back to mind. Now, and who will you meet? What will you feel? And how far can you go? I don't know. Shrug emoji. Oh god. Oh god, serious swallow. Oh god, serious swallow. That is the worst freaking name. I'm going with it. I'm going with it. I mean, I am a femboy, so it's kind of. I gotta play into the stereotype. Yeah, I am Serious Swallow. That is officially now my name in this game. That is ridiculous. Alright, so how much do I got perk-wise? Only 16, so it's not really that much for me to. I get exhaust and intake. Now let's see what else to do. Better tires, better body. I don't really want to do anything crazy with that, so. Yeah, I want to see how much power this thing can get. Alright, intake. I think which one needs to have a lot more power? Not clutch. The clutch is the better option because I want to be able to shift faster. Let's go back to perks. I think doing that might have actually unlocked transit. Yep, it did. Good. Okay. I think this now allows you to set the final drive now, I want to say. Yeah, I do scale models too. Scale models in Gunpla. And nobody's in the channel, so. Oh well. So now I can do the did it actually allow you to do full gear ratio tuning? Shit. Not really. That's why, because better in terms of that. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it, man. So, I don't know why it didn't alert me about it, but see what happens. So, refresh chat. I don't know why it's saying I have 0 viewers right now. Weird. Alright, so we got a little tuning done. Should probably give some... I think we'll have a whole bunch of new guys to go up against. Okay, circular route. Okay, so here's the new courses. It gives us basically the entire rest of the map. That's a bit over the top. Remember in 0, you basically were only able to unlock the new Congo, and then you would unlock Bayshore, Yokohane. That's weird. Alright, so. Alright. So there was the Lamakita, Box. I'm trying to figure out which ones far away. They were like the... Who I want to go. This is the K car guys, I think. Alright, let's start here and see what happens. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just kind of laggy, so. Yeah, but I appreciate you subscribing. I've been slowly but surely getting, like, more people coming in, so. Alongside of racing games, I also play Genshin Impact and, Planet Coaster. I also want to start playing some games I have on my backlog. Classics and stuff, like, Persona 5, or, Persona 5, what else? I got, like, a whole bunch of classics on my backlog that I really want to play. But I'm just kind of waiting for a good time for me to show people how bad I am at those games. Look how tiny it is. Just a little guy. Yeah, so he's got some good style. Alright, get the wideness. Good line. Alright, he's done for. Like 90,000, that's kind of weak. It's early game, so. It always goes in early game, it's always kind of a pain in the butt. I used to wall ride that turn all the time when I was younger. Didn't know anything about brakes. That's all cool. Now, if you got somewhere else to be, that's no problem. I mean, the VOD will still be up, so I'm streaming it on YouTube. If I do it on Twitch, the VOD won't be there. And I have like no hard drive space whatsoever. Come on, buddy. Like getting away from me, pal. There we go. Shake and bake. Yeah, I have to pull off the side of the road for me to take that guy on. No big deal. It wasn't even that much. It was only like 40 grand. It was only like 40k yen. Nah, I don't think so. There. Wait, no, that's not him. Where's he coming? Did he pass me already? Oh no, they're on the Shinkanjo. Okay. All right. Well, to be honest, see what's going on here. So, yeah, I think I was actually going the opposite way. Okay, so another thing I wish they would, another like improvement for the game I would love to see them do is, when you go to the pause map, you go to the pause section, there's actually like a map. But yeah, they didn't add that one in. I know it was in I know it was in Zero. The 964 was in Zero. And that thing was a psychopath. I think that was the car I actually used to beat Devil Z at the very end of the game. Yeah, but yeah, it was basically the Blackbird, pretty much. It was like one of the few cars that could get to 1,000 horsepower. Oh god, oh, so they used to have the, what's it called? Shit, I'm blanking out on the name of it. They're the Viper in the original games. The freaking Dodge Viper, that's nuts. Alright. These quicks, guys. Okay, so. See, the thing is, like, their route, it goes around the full highway here. I was taking, the guy I was taking on was taking off here. I should have just dropped the race and jumped over to the other side, but hey, what can you do? So. Alright, let's rock. Alright, let's see what we got here. Why is it always starting me such a high gear? I hate that. You always gotta drop it down 2 gears just for me to accelerate. I think I just geared a bit too tall. It's a fifth. Another adorable little K car. Oh, look how cute it is. Oh my god, it's so freaking adorable. I don't think they ever had K-Trucks in this game. Yeah, you never did. In Zero, they never had K-Trucks. I didn't see any in the skill tree either. I thought this is Ume Daddy. I'm like, oh, that's an interesting choice of name. Alright, so I think instead of just trying to take off the entire team, I'm just gonna keep going around. Wait. The guy who's coming in might actually be one of those guys. Where you at, buddy? This thing looks so fucking good. Oh my god. No, it's not that, but he's... That's that Road Knots team. Yeah, but this is 1,000 horsepower. It's something that, like, weighs, like, half, like less than 2,000 pounds. It's crazy. Alright, what we got here? What we got? Come on. Good battle there. I think I braked a little too hard in the turn. Just me though. Alright. Let's use the parking lots. I think there's a parking lot up here as soon as you go onto the Shinkanjo loop. Let's see who's there. Parking lot should be coming up here right between these two. Yep. It's using the parking lot. Alright. Different meteor. One guy. Alright, so. Now, a gambler is known as superstitious as him. Now he's saying, I want to battle someone with CP, total earned CP of 77,770,777 or more. Not 7, but or more, so it doesn't have to be exact. That didn't mean anything. This is like where you kind of get the ideas of like how to take on the Wanderers. Mortal Clowns are rare street racers, a circus member. Here's for those who defeated Road Knots. Even the Road Knots members don't know why. Wait. I think the Road Knots guys are like all in high school. And the guy's dressed up as a clown. Huh. That's kind of sus. Probably because he's transferred schools a lot as a child due to the serpent had to be friends, so he matters to use the Road Knots member. Must protect them. I think you, sir, have a much better viewpoint. Alright, so we'll see the rest of those guys later. God, I remember these cars. These things were bizarre. The 3rd and the 4th gen Eclipses were just so like out of left field. Personally, I love the 3rd gen. I've rarely seen anybody do anything to those, and I kind of want to see somebody do something crazy to those. But the 4th gens are just... I feel like that was the moment where you kind of realized yourself that Mitsubishi was just about ready to crash. And that there was very little that you could do to... You know, there was very little that they could do to actually save themselves. Yeah. I'll take this guy on. You want to challenge me? Fine. I don't dislike those who challenge me head on. Alright, let's wreck this guy. Come on, bring it. Yeah, it is. But it just looks really weird. It's got like that cab forward design. Like, I feel like they tried to kind of imitate the 2nd gen a little bit. But... Oh, it's the other guy from... Okay, this guy's... Yeah, he's got 270 horsepower. He's gonna be fast. Alright, get him on the inside here. He's done for. And that is all she wrote. I really need to re-gear this thing in 5th. It's like it's nowhere near the power level I want it to be. He's catching up. Yeah, he ain't gonna catch up anymore, I don't think. Maybe not. He'll be wrecked into that guy. Yeah, he crashed into the other dude. Alright. 3rd win of the run. No, that was the 3rd gen they did. Yeah, and honestly, like, there was that ad, but the one I loved the most was the Bois guys. Like that song from Zoolander, the Star Trek Motion song. That was my Nikes. That was my stuff. Oh, no, that's classic. It's classic. Not bad. Yeah, buddy. Smoked your butt. Alright. Going to update the transmission, because it's a bit too... I'm trying to keep it like super, you're doing highway racing, so it doesn't really matter. it's not like we're really going to be concerned about going too fast. So, alright. Alright, so then we got the Hakazaki parking area opened. Alright, so we got this guy. That's the guy we were passing when we were racing earlier. Alright. Yeah, but like, okay, so the other song that was from that ad, the Start the Commotion song, I would literally, that was like one of the few songs I ever actually like called into the radio back when, you know, the radio was a thing, to request it. Like I'm not sure if you've ever seen Joe Parra Talks with You. It's a great show. If you haven't seen it, I highly suggest anyone to watch it. It's such a just chill show. Like for an Adult Swim show, it shouldn't be that chill, but it is like the most relaxing stuff on the planet. You got like a couple of YouTube videos out there, like Joe Parra Talks You to Sleep. You've probably seen that one. But there was an entire episode about him discovering Baba O'Reilly by The Who. And first off, it was impressive they actually got the rights for... Oh, damn it! I thought that was the guy. Butthole. But like the entire thing was like, first off, they got the rights for Baba O'Reilly for like a relatively new Adult Swim show, which is pretty shocking. But what else? Okay, so basically the entire like episode is just basically him discovering the song, and then like, oh look at that, it's so cute. He tried to take me out. Oh, it's adorable. Just a whittle guy. Try to take me out, you whittle goober. You try to take me out, you little shit. No, you can't take me out, you whittle goober. You whittle biddle bean. Yeah, he's done for. And started their team. Yeah, but the entire like Joe Parra Talks with You episode was basically just about him like being super obsessed with Baba O'Reilly and requesting it like on multiple different radio stations. Yeah, that was me when I was like with that one song I was just talking about. It is much better. It actually shifts properly now. So we're doing the new Conjo loop here. Alright. Got the long gun ramp open now. We're coming up on somebody right now, so... And I'm only going to be able to hit 126. My limit. Yeah, he's good, he's taking it, he's going off on the, not the other, not going down the long gun, he's going on the loop. That's a little coping. Like, Daihatsu Copens are freaking adorable. It's like they look like a cheap knockoff version of the Nissan Figaro. There's like another super cute car. Ah, damn, that's what I was going to do. I was going to change up the tires of the parking lot. Dang, crap. I knew there was a reason I was pulling into the parking lot instead of just racing people. Shoot. Alright, well, whatever. There's another one coming up. If not, we can always just drive around and go back to the... Yeah, no big deal. And so that's the other thing, is like in this like advanced mode, the tire wear, it basically... It's pretty much always on. Like in regular mode, the tire wear just kind of, you know, happens whenever you're racing. There, go, thank God. Knew there was a parking area up here. Thank the Dark Lord. Okay. Alright, so... I was recently invited by my boyfriend to try this shit expressway, but I thought the street was some kind of a man's world. You know, there are actually a lot of girls here, right? Oyster types, Gyadu, and so on. Not really the image I had in mind. The cars are even cutely decorated, and just looking at them gets me hyped. I still want to race. I'm talking with my boyfriend about making my Shudo Expressway debut, too. Aw, cutie. There's a street racer called White Leopard Yokohama. He used to race secretly from his wife, but now he's been approved by his family. Because of that, he seems to be very careful and doesn't appear easily. However, he was originally an aggressive street racer, so if a street racer with more than 10 consecutive wins appears, can't help but show up. Alright, so we gotta beat like 10 guys in a row for that dude. Alright. That is not a rotary, but hey, you know, props to you. Wait, what? You want to battle me? It's fine, but are you really confident? I don't like wasting time, though. Okay, here we go. I don't know why I'm giving everyone a California accent, but I am. Weird. Alright. The thing about these parking lot battles is you just kind of get taken right back to the garage. And right back to the parking lot afterwards. Kashiyama, see what you got. You can hear the little boost valve going off in the thing. It's so freaking cute. The other thing about the Copans that kind of bothers me is the fact that they're not rear-wheel drive, they're just front-wheel drive. Stinks, because those cars are freaking cool as hell. Like I said before, they're basically just Nissan Figaros with a... it's like a Nissan Figaro from Wish.com. It's kind of odd for me to lose. I want to do it again, please. Just one more time. Nope. Nope. Not gonna get the same amount of money, so I'm not worried. This girl. What do you need? What do you need? About to go on the course. You want to battle me? Fine, but don't say you held back because I'm a kid if you lose. That's the most disrespectful thing. Let's go. You won't regret it. Oh, I need to get better at voice acting. And I'm gonna plan on dropping some ASMR videos eventually. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so what you got, kid? Okay, they're fast. Aww. And that's the end of it. There we go. That's it. You're too young for that, man. You said you were 13 earlier, so, yeah, I'd suggest probably waiting about 5 years for that, kid. Just saying. Just saying. Alright. Jump back on the house. And most of the stuff I plan on doing is going to be very wholesome, so don't expect anything weird. Mostly going to be either silly or, like, super wholesome. As long as you listen to the wholesome stuff, so. Just be careful out there, okay? Alright, who we got next? Beat these guys. We got another one more. Who's this team coming up? Now it's like everyone's a lot more spaced out, so it's a lot harder for you to find people to go up against. Yeah, I know, chat's delayed. No big deal. Oh no, this is gonna be hard. Slipstream doesn't kick in until you're at like 70. Or maybe not. Guy isn't really sort of driving super fast, so a rump. Alright. Got 8 wins here. I'm trying. I want to take on this White Panther guy. Yokohama Panther, or whatever the heck his name is. If I get 2 more wins in, might be able to see him show up. Oh, he was running GT3. What team was Verstappen running for? I don't think Red Bull has a GT3 team, do they? Alright, come on. Where you at, you little punk? Alright. There's GTR. This guy might be drunk. Who's driving? Side by side. Perfect. He just hit the taxi. Dang it. Oh. Oh, I'm overheating here. Toxicity parking lots showing up. Take them on later. Last thing I want to have is my car just catch fire on me. That's it. That's Toxicity parking area right there. Must have missed the parking. Must have missed the parking spot. All right. I wonder if it's actually like 10 in a row consecutively, but maybe not. All right. I'm gonna run some stuff here over. Oh, anyone? So you got another person here. Welcome to the stream, everybody. This is Kenzie Mako. That's Fanboy in a 5-mile radius. We're just playing some Tokyo Xtreme Racer Zero. Started up again mainly because the game fully released, and also because for some reason my save file from the early access decided to not include all of my battle points on my perks, which really bothers me. So, ain't that just the way? All right, so 14. Oh, nitrous is available now. Oh, yeah, after we do power. Alright, so now we're at level 3. I'll naturally aspirate. I think after a certain point it does hit turbo. Alright. Let's change that to medium here. We're going for a while there and, you know, ran out of tires there. I'd rather not run out of tires again. There's a lot of people to take on now. It's just... Alright, so we have him. After that... Him, what do we got coming up on this side? I'm trying to find, like, the side that has the most cars to go up against. We have 2 consecutive there. We have 1 here. Or we haven't opened up that parking lot yet. Do that later. So I don't know. Yeah, I think there's him and there's 2 guys after that, like a lot further down the way. So we're gonna do this route. Hit this route up and see what happens. Oh, time to take a swig. Alright. Who's this next guy I'm going up against? Our little guy. Slipstream. Buddy, you're a little plucky, dude. Oh. Yeah, a little cocky dude. Yeah, I think he's done for. Alright. What else we got? I'm gonna keep it kind of slow here, so I'm not gonna be like blowing the motor or running everything super hot. Good, okay. Oh, shoot. I want to just redline this thing. Oh. Turn it on. Fresh meat, baby. This thing looks so damn good. Oh my god. Okay, how the hell do you... There's like a certain way you actually can get into photo mode. I forget how. That's how you did the turn. That's an edgy name. Death Game Survivor. So this team is like just an entire team of like high school students. Have like an automotive club. Yeah, I wish we had. I wish I could have had that in my high school days. All right. Okay. My mileage. I'm like, apparently I have 71 miles in this thing. I'm trying to think where I want to go now. I want to unlock some more stuff, so we're gonna keep going around and down. We're gonna jump on the Yokohama. To be honest, I always feel like this section, this Yokohama section, is actually like the most challenging section in the game. Oh, I went the wrong one. Oh well. Opponent's over there. And the next upgrade I'm gonna go for is gonna be some nitrous. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think I saw you earlier saying that you spent about $1,000 on like railroad equipment, like scale railroad stuff. I've done the same thing with like RC cars and scale models and cosplay. So what matters is that you enjoy it more than anything else. But you also don't let it like take over every single aspect of your life. For me, this entire VTubing thing is mostly just a hobby. It's an excuse for me to have my OC out there and, you know, in a super cool model and everything like that. I've got lore developed and everything. If I ever get big enough, I actually want to eventually have like a full-blown animated lore video. Oh, by the way, watch this. Oh yeah, we racing the truck. And that's what I love about this game. It's like, it's so silly. I thought the trucks were actually supposed to be fast. Or is it the taxis? I think it's the taxis are supposed to be the fast ones. I could do something absolutely irresponsible. Never do this, kids. And yep, just got smoked by a dude in Suzuki. Alright, pal. next on the list, buddy. So yeah, racing that truck was probably not the best way to do this. So I had to... I swear, sometimes the names in this game are just so ridiculous. Got nothing, buddy. That's where Tatsumi is, okay. Alright, smoked his butt. Oh man, and this one actually... should make this... yeah. Ah, 3 viewers, nice. Alright, so I think next plan is going to be, yeah, so like next plan for this for the modifications is going to be nitrous, and then I think I'll probably do some more like body and suspension stuff, maybe tires. Oh, it's a big mother. Look at this big dude. An absolute unit. Look at me, I'm being a responsible driver. I'm turning my turn signals on. And he's done for. There's the next guy. Perfect timing. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I had a grandfather like that too. They basically, well, I didn't get any of his stuff, but he was big in like model aviation and things. You know, like a whole bunch of like Piper Cub model kits and stuff when I was a kid. We would go out to the field and fly them. He used to have some radio control stuff too, but that was back in the day when like radio controlled planes were extremely expensive. You crashed one, it would be insane. It would be, you know, basically you couldn't actually run those things. It was a lot harder to fly, basically. If you tried to fly one of those. Oh, yeah, water temperature's super high. Shoot. Alright. Oh, no, oil temperature's getting really high, too. Yeah, we're going back. Extraordinary dancer. Okay, we'll go with that. Alright. Alright, perks. Tuning. Oh. No, too much yet. Nothing else yet, so let's do that. Our level 2. A little grippier, we could do that. So we're gonna do nitrous. So. Alright, so slap the nitro on and the new tires. Not new tires, the new limited slip. Alright, so nitro is going to be a bit more fun to mess with. Sorry about that, I'm dealing with some flies running around the place. So, which is always fun, because, you know, we didn't let that these annoying fruit flies flying all over the place. Okay, I got enough reaction to do the rotors now. Good. Calipers now. Do not need to go too crazy on this thing. that. Do the rear setup. Alright, and then finally do the last part, just the calipers here in the back. 4-pot, because I don't feel like going crazy with this. Alright, cool. I'm actually, you know, I'm gonna knock up some livery stuff here. Alright, speakers. Add new, rear. And you can't see the TRD one. Love that. I think other companies, Frost is always a good one to go with. Here, I think the last one we have here is run. Got space for like maybe like 1 or 2 more here in the back. Rifle emblem. Alright, so alright, we'll stick with that. And new. Let's see what we got here. That's right, because this thing is supposed to be themed after Goro. We'll do that later. Not that one. Yeah, sorry if I'm not talking too much. I'm just kind of. That doesn't look right. I don't like the way it looks. Or. Right, so that's it. Keep it like that for now. Alright. And we've been online for like 2 hours now. And I really don't feel like stopping, so I think we're gonna continue. Honestly, I kind of want to just call it for tonight. So I think that's what we're gonna do right now. So for everyone who jumped in, thank you so much for coming in. We're gonna keep doing this tomorrow. I might be grinding a little bit over time period, so I can get some extra parts and such. But thank everyone for coming in here. It's great having you. Subscribe. Thank you so much. Feel free to come continue with me on this long road trip that we're doing for my VTubing journey. So once again, this is Kenzie Mako, fastest fanboy in a 5 mile.